My eagle friend stopped by this morning, said, Jordy, I seen the video you did yesterday. Those talons, they gotta go. They gotta go. So, on lots of my videos, for you very beginners, you hear me say carve deeper. Well, there's a perfect example of what I mean, carve deeper. If you carve something on your piece you don't like, you got every bit of permission from yourself, from me, from the world to remove it and recarve it. Carve it deeper. I couldn't sleep last night. I was talking with Larry Dibbs. I showed Larry Dibbs a picture of the way it looked. I showed Just Carve Rob the way it looked. I showed Spike the way it looked. And I said I need to fix this. Larry said I could have gave those faces maybe tried mohawks, but Just Carve Rob said I could try to carve trees up here. But I said, and Spike didn't give me an answer, so it was remove them. Anyways, I don't care. I just got to put the piece on to see if these things are a little bit higher. I might have to do some modifications to the back slab, but I don't think so. So let me put this in place here. Perfect. That's good. So I'm going to get this into place, and I'm going to mark on these poles where I can't carve, because I got to get screws and screw it in there, right? So, and that works just fine for me. I do have to lift it up a little bit, like Evo Rick's suggestion, so when you got the cushion on the seat, you can still see the cabin. I'm going to get this in place, mark it out, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to carve on the poles. So thank you everybody so much for the comments of what I should have carved on the posts. Some great ideas. I love Steve Kanzora's idea. I should have carved pine cones. That's my own fault for not, he said I should have carved pine cones up there. It's my own fault for rushing this. I should have stopped, read the comments first. So here you can see carve in, couldn't fit the G, carve in, fusion. So Spike said I should do some Viking runes. Hi Spike, hope you're doing good. Spike said I should do some Viking runes. Then Chris Snow, Chris the Warrior I call him, said I should do Viking runes, but have them say carving fusion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve these out, like the C. I'm going to put a little notch in it. I'm going to make these my own. Like I said, this is a Jordy chair. I can do what I want. You guys can do what you want. I'm going to make these my own runes. So I'll switch up the letters a bit. Yep, why not? And you know, I could sand this first. I said in the other video, this stuff is so soft. It's getting better once you get deeper in there. But I could sand it, make it nice smooth. But I don't want to. I want to leave it rustic, and at this point I really don't care. So I'm going to get that carved in. I'm going to be using my Dremel 4000. I'm not going to film. And a Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr, 1/8 inch. And I'm just going to carve them in quickly. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint it black. Then I'll sand the black off so the letters pop out when we do the clear coat. And then what I'm going to do down here, we'll talk about that after. Carry on. So it was snowing, now it's raining, but they're calling for an Arctic front here in British Columbia, Canada. That's why I want to get this chair done so I can move on and carry on. I want to carve that tree house behind that wood spirit too. So I got those carved on. I got them painted. Let the paint dry some more. So down here on these posts, I think what I'm going to do is just carve a simple feather here and a simple feather there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And for all you that watched my last video, I showed the talon on it. Well, that was a chicken talon. Just to let you know. So, there. I think that's a simple feather. Where does the bottom come like this? No, that's right. So then I'll do another one on the other side. Yeah, I think the bottoms come more like that. I don't know. I'll look at feathers. So what I'm going to do is I'll look at pictures of feathers. Got my heater working. Got 3 full bottles of propane. I'm a fair weather carver. So what I'm going to do is carve on the outside of this. Remove all the wood on the outside. Make the feather pop off. Then I'll just do some. There's nothing crazy about this. It's very simple. I'll just give it some little details up here like that. Some little things. What do you call the things in a feather? Do you call them hairs? Do you call them? So a feather would be on a wing. Okay, a wing would be on an eagle. A feather would be on a wing. But what would be in a feather? Little feathers? Fur? I don't know. Anyways, so that was a good carving fest. Got some things, some feathers and a carving fusion flower on there, like a Viking thing. You know, when I started carving these, actually when I started painting these, drawing them, then painting them, I always tried to make them cherry blossoms, but everybody would be like, oh, I love the dogwood. So then I finally said, I know cherry blossoms have 5 leaves, but then I finally said, fine, I'm just going to go with the dogwoods. So there's the leaves. Some little details carved in there, burnt around it, sanded it. Same with this side, not perfect, but they're fitting. Now, so what I want to show you what bits I used when I carved that. I used a Dremel 4300. I first of all blocked it out with this Kutzall Extreme 1/8. Then I used this Kutzall taper burr. It's the silver one, 1/8 in my Dremel. Then I sanded it with this flapper wheel thing. See, it's got Scotch Brite and sandpaper on it. It's working pretty good. I've used this quite a bit actually. So what I'm going to do is, in this drill extender here, you cannot buy them on Amazon or eBay. Bob King sells them. I don't know what Bob's site is, and I think Bob only ships in America. Okay? He's a professional chainsaw carver. If somebody knows the name of his site, can you please post it below? And I'll pin it to the top of the comments here, because I'm getting lots of questions about this extender. So I think he only sells them in America, but I'm not too sure on that. And Bob King doesn't know who I am, but that's all right. I don't care. Now I'm gonna try this out on these letters here. I'll film and see how it looks. I think I might want some of that black paint to stay on there, because you got the chainsaw marks, and we'll just kind of leave it kind of rough like that. I think it's better. You know, that the back piece for the chair is good, it's clean, but it's nice to have some rough stuff on the chair too, because, well, I don't know. Anyways, I don't have my microphone plugged in right now, but I want to say that I haven't been wearing my AirPro dust mask shield because the screen part of it's pretty scratched up and it's getting hard to see out of, so it's just easier to use something like this. I got to order a new shield. All right, I am straight up much happier with that. Give you a close up. CARVINFUSION. Carve Infusion. Let's give you the big I liked it so much I even just said, you know what, with the back, I just kind of did the same thing. I painted it and sounded it. Good enough for me. Excuse me. So let's put the Raven on it and see how she looks. Might as well keep running live here. This hydraulic lift I bought is one of the best things I've ever bought. One of my best investments. It was like $300. I think if anybody wants to get one, I think Vevor sells them. Vevor, V-E-V-O-R. Well, I know they sell them. And anything that I've used from Vevor, I'm a Vevor affiliate actually. Anything I've used from Vevor has always seemed like it's pretty good stuff. I know Evo Rick likes them too. Hi, Evo Rick. Hi, James. Hi, everybody. Okay. So let's get that back in there. And you know, another thing too is I can't believe nobody's guessed what I carved on the back. I still got to shave some more of this off here because I carved this upside down by mistake. This top should have been there. So I got to slice some of that bottom. Oh, I see where I got to slice it. I should mark it right now. Where's the pen? I did have it fit perfect, but then things changed when I did it upside down. I'm excited to see how it looks. This could be the end of this video. Maybe not. I think I might even carve a wood spirit today. Oh yeah. So much more happier. So much more happier. Thanks for the idea. Anybody that said runes, Spike, and Chris the Warrior. I still have to lift it up. Yes, Evo Rick, I know. All right. Now, what do I want to do next? It's raining out. It's not very nice out there. Peekaboo. But do I want to carve a wood spare? I got this piece in there. That's still pretty wet cedar. Or I got this piece I found on the beach. Hey, what are you doing there? Tell them. I got to keep those for memory's sakes. I got this piece I found. That's cedar. Let's see if I can grab it. I had it in my house drying out. I had it in my house drying out, but I found this on the beach. I showed it. You see it sits flat there, and I like the way it, all this stuff went. But I think since it, like, you can see it's part of a tree and then the branch got cut off, so it sits flat. So I think that might be good to do like a, I can carve it so it's like a big huge wall hanger. If I carve the wood spirit here, like the nose down here, I'm going to set up to do that. And I don't know, let's see a time lapse. I'll just carve it and show you guys. Anyways, back to the Viking native chair. The last video will be, I guess, well, I'm not going to be able to put the Kutzall on it, or clear finish, whatever I decide, till the springtime. Kutzall likes heat. So I guess the next video I'll show you guys. I'll get the feet on it. I don't have the feet here, that spray paint. I don't know why it wasn't drying here. It's pretty damp out and moist and cold. So I got them inside my house drying out with that spray paint. The eagle head rocker bottoms. And I don't think I'll show you guys the struggle of getting them on there, but I got bolts and I'm going to get some PL 9000 glue and glue them on. Now I'm so much more happier. Now tonight I can sleep. And it just goes to show you all, it's never done till you say it's done. Right? Like, if you carve something that looks like a piece of shit, carve it out. Carve it deeper. Right? Anyways, I don't know if I feel like carving a wood spirit. I got to sharpen my saw. I know I hit that steel in the back of this chair. Anyways. Okay, so I got the chair back there. I just wanted to give another shout out to Steve and Kenzora. Hey, Steve. Man, it's nice to see you carving those wizards. Boy, oh boy, I love them. I'm thinking about when I'm done this eagle thing and this tree house, pull one of those big logs like this and carve a wizard. Man, I don't know, I think that's your specialty, man. I love those things. Anyways, what I thought of, what I can do is, well, maybe I could, I didn't realize how whole it was under here. Like here, I thought it was more full in, but thought maybe I can try and carve a eagle head. Just like that, so it can sit in somebody's yard and get an eagle head there. That was my intentions when I first found this piece anyways. This one is, this is all cracked and stuff, so I don't know what side's better to carve. You gotta look at the wood and figure it out. You know, that kind of sinks in there. Boom, boom. But I like the way the wood goes this way. Like everything's whoosh, kind of that way. So I think I'm going to spin it around and I'm going to try and carve this. If it doesn't work out, I'll just keep on carving it back and back and back. And till I get the eagle head out of it. Or some kind of head. Dinosaur. Well, you know how the saying goes. They didn't build the pyramids in a day. I think filming. Excuse me. Well, you know how the saying goes. They didn't build the pyramids in a day. I forgot the buffs on this. Let's take a look at it. I know the beak comes up a little bit too much. And this was all like rotten and stuff in here. I don't even know if this might be a piece of the root because it's got weird grain and stuff in here. But this was all rotten. I didn't want to carve. I carved this in about half an hour, if that. That's the better side. Let's give it the water test. One thing with my eagles, you guys, I talk about struggling with my eagles. I finally realized, some people on some of my videos said the beak lines up with the eye. Well, I like it better when the beak's higher than the eye, myself. That's just personal preference. I'm not a realism carver. And I'm not saying that for excuse. I just don't care. If it looks cool, it looks cool. Me? I think it looks cool. See that grain? Different colors in there. I think it was a root piece actually. Looks like an eagle to me. I don't know if this does to you guys or not. Maybe that's the better side. Soaring eagle. Anyways, that's it, everybody. I don't know I'm going to be back carving this. Like I said earlier, we got some cold weather coming, so I don't really feel like burning all my propane in freezing cold weather. Anyways, let's turn this off now. Hope everybody's good. And the giveaway for the Christmas challenge will be sometime. I got to make those wings shorter in there. The bottoms, they're too big in the bottoms. There's lots of stuff I got to do. Christmas challenge will probably be around the 20th. I just got to make sure I'm not 100% yet, but I sure am getting there. Carve Infusion. Over and out. No, Lee, you cannot have any of my Subway sandwich. But if you wait a minute, I can give you some treats. There. Well, eat them.